SMX medical update. We bring in the good doctor, Dr. Joe McGinley of the McGinley Clinic. Unfortunately, Avery Long, just 2 races into his professional supercross career, went down hard. Saw that in the last chance qualifier, led to a red flag and a restart. And we know that you know Avery really well, working with him in his amateur days. So have you heard anything from Avery or his camp?
Yeah, that was a crazy crash. I saw that on TV, and I reached out to his parents right away to check in to see how he's doing. Now, fortunately, all his tests came back negative, no broken bones, neck is good. He did get discharged from the hospital that night. So he's back home healing up at this point. So pretty happy about that. No major injuries from that crash.
Yeah, don't know if he'll be able to race this weekend or not. There, we'll have to see. Oh, and his teammate. It was a really bad night for AEO Power Sports KTM there. Also, Joe.
Yeah, that was another crazy crash coming off the jump, and yeah, broken femur on that one. That's going to require surgery. Talon's going to be out for a bit on that one. But yeah, not a good night for the team. Fortunately, though, Avery, no major injuries. Talon obviously has that femur fracture. That's going to keep him out for a bit.
Well, another unfortunate injury, and this rider was able to actually compete, but I'm sure you saw Joe Shimoda's injury there. Taking pitboard to the fingers, had a couple broken fingers, and he was able to compete, which was amazing. He gets out of there with a 7th place finish. But I think the focus now for everyone is, will he be able to continue this? Will he be able to race through these remaining West Coast rounds before he gets a break? And second to that, what does that look like? Is there a risk of long-term damage racing with broken fingers in whatever condition they may be in?
Yeah, that was just an unfortunate accident. I mean, just crazy to see how that all occurred. Joe's really fortunate that could have been a lot worse. His gloves really protected his hands well. If you looked at the images afterwards, there was a lot of bruising, but the skin wasn't cut open or anything too significantly. As far as him racing, I agree with you. That was impressive to see him out there and do so well, coming through and getting those points in the main event. So I'm sure they were talking about it after the race and speaking with their doctors on, do you try to go through these next 2 rounds, wait it out to the East Coast round and try to get this to recover or not? If he wasn't in the battle for the championship, this would be a no-brainer. You let this sit out and heal. I mean, that's just the way you would handle this. The consequences are, you can try to stabilize those fractures as much as possible, but these bones are broken. So when you're out there riding, I mean, this is not just trail riding. You're coming off big jumps and turns and against some of the fastest guys on the planet, and you're out there pushing hard. So those bones are going to be moving ever so slightly that entire time, no matter how well you try to stabilize it. And that could impede healing long term. So I'm sure that conversation's happening right now, the risk-benefit of that. If he wasn't in the battle for the title, this would be a pretty straightforward recommendation.
A bit of a crisis mode over there for Honda and the Shimoda camp to try to see if he can just salvage points. It's going to be interesting to watch. And we'll have you back next week for more updates. Thanks, Dr. Joe.
Great. Thanks, guys.